Cancer, welcome to your December reading. I'm going to start off with the masculine cancers first, then the feminine cancers second. And yeah, we're going to see where it goes from there. You can resonate with both, one or the other. It's not gender specific, just what energy you're mostly picking up at the time. So, Cancer. It seems that Jupiter is expanding your house of relationships. So, and it's strong Capricorn energy. So, considering a house of relationships is ruling the sign of Libra, Libra's reading wasn't really that great, but really the energy is all about getting what you give, and that is Jupiter and Capricorn. So might as well just be very careful with that. So let's see. Okay, masculine Cancer, first half of December. Right. Eight of Pentacles. So we're working on ourselves. Or maybe just working to avoid the change. Maybe simply putting your head down isn't going to hide the loss that you feel. And the changes. And I see with the Death card reverse as someone sacrificing for a new beginning, and that doesn't look good. Sacrificing others when you know very well that everyone can see you. Others, it could be a Scorpio who sees you. Let's see. 3 cards for your past. It seems as though, Cancer, whether you do nothing or do something, all eyes are on you. And it seems as though you have people left and right, whether it's a Gemini, an Aries, or Scorpio, possibly even a Leo. You have practically all the signs here who I feel people are just coming left and right at you with whatever they feel, projecting their own emotions and thoughts, whether they know it or not. Some of this information is obviously going to be useful with the Eight of Swords in reverse. And I think with everything that's coming out, maybe it's just better not to move. And it seems like Cancer, when you do move, there is an uprise. When you don't move, you break someone's heart, possibly even a Scorpio. At the Tower card, you knew. You knew this day would come. You foresaw it. And possibly maybe even all eyes are on them about a secret that they held probably away from you. So, Cancer, I feel like everything blowing up right now is really meant to happen, even though this Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. Things must go down before they come up. Sometimes when things go down with the Wheel of Fortune, it shows us who is worthy of being in our dreams and who is not, and who is worthy of being manifested into the future. And when you have a lot of arrogance around you, and the Wheel of Fortune being in reverse and the Three of Wands, it's gonna you can't manifest when you're in the Emperor mode, when you're closed off and getting the wrong Capricorn energy, the wrong kind of closed off energy. Because you're so emotional with the moon in reverse. You're practically closing off your emotions. And that's not justified. Even though you feel like you shouldn't give any time and energy to maybe the people who have been alienated or the people who have overgave out of gratitude. Because you close yourself off, you don't know how to process everything. You don't know how you feel because your emotions are so confused. So, Cancer, maybe you should take a break. Maybe you should really think about everything and face everything instead of being irrational. If you want to seek answers, and possibly even from a Virgo, you feel like going back would be unjust. But is it? Is all the gossip that's flying around about you making you feel a little bit unworthy of any things that you have for the future, any seeds that you planted, any little thing that helps your self-esteem? You feel like it's just all coming down. So, with the moon in reverse, talking about uncertainty, what is the most noble thing you can do, Cancer? Three cards of advice. It seems as though you know it's right, and it is going to cause a major change, possibly even in a commitment, but it's what's right. And sometimes it's hard for us to face what's right because we feel so controlled, and there just isn't any power when we feel like we don't have power at all, not even around ourselves. So I get why you don't want to do anything, why you don't want to message anybody, why you don't want to possibly even go and see anybody or the person that you want to face or talk to. I can tell you that if you impulsively move, that you will get more confused. It won't get any less confusing, but maybe you should think about it practically instead of emotionally. Maybe you should think about all the cycles that you went through. Because I can tell you that the past situation that you've been in, possibly even a long time ago, is a reflection of this situation now. You've done this before. You've been in this situation before. It seems as though possibly the people around you might be manipulating you. Possibly just to be around whatever you have. Ten of Pentacles. I feel like it's prosperous. Maybe it might even be a resource. The Magician likes to collect resources. So if you move towards anybody in your group, I can tell you that at the Four of Cups reverse that it might. Four of Wands, Four of Cups reverse, that's not going to be emotionally good for you. Might even put you in a jaded mindset. So I suggest if you are dealing with the Queen of Wands or possibly even a Queen of Swords, that they probably don't want to talk to you. And they're having trouble doing that. I wouldn't move towards anybody for emotional nourishment. Maybe some emotional stability, whether they're friends or... I just don't think you should look outside of yourself for what you feel is right, what you feel is the truth, because that's just going to be more confusing. It's going to cause a lot of manipulation to your emotions. So let's move on to the feminine Cancers. Feminine Cancers, the first half of December. A Magician. The Moon. The Knight of Pentacles. Cancer. It seems as though you have a friend who isn't your friend. A friend who is collecting information only to cause confusion. For others of you Cancers, this could be you. It seems as though you have a King of Swords who has turned their back on you, realized that you are not their happiness, and they probably haven't told you that they're going back towards whatever, or they want to, emotional thing they walked away from. But if it's an Aquarius, I feel like although they have a sort of apathetic attitude, for some reason they hold a lot of hope. And maybe you even hold some hope. It seems as though you're willing to be vulnerable and be there for them, possibly even give them some emotional nourishment. But I know that you're doing this because you feel bad. You're doing this because you may have gotten in a situation involved with the Queen of Pentacles. And you know something is on the horizon, Ten of Swords, that you feel regretful for. For some of you Cancers, you regret even putting yourself out there. For some of you Cancers, you regret putting yourself out there as a form of manipulation. And I feel like now you're facing the courage to do something about these secrets. Three cards for the near future. I feel like Cancer, you can't stand to see how you have viewed yourself in a relationship. And you know that you have to work on yourself. Whether you've done this before and this is a reoccurring pattern, or this is just something standing in your way from working on yourself. And you have faced a lot of issues believing in yourself. So as you're watching the people around you who don't feel quite good about themselves, who are losing any self-esteem. Possibly even another Queen of Cups. Water sign. I feel like you're starting to see how insecure people are. How impulsive people are out of insecurity. And there's something you really want to say. There's something you really want to say about a choice that has been made. How you don't want to fight. How you don't want a lot of people even coming at you if you were to say something. There's a lot of opposition against this. I could see why Cancer is in a little bit of a predicament. So, Cancer. What do you do? Part of you feels like you shouldn't try and make things up with somebody. Part of you doesn't want to even go to the people around you. Just like masculine Cancers, or doesn't matter where they go to seek any emotional balance or mental balance, because they're faced with more uncertainty, more emotional, unstable balance. So I think with the Strength card in the sign of Leo, it's telling you to wait. Wait for the right moment. Wait to gather your strength, because there's more information coming out, possibly even gossip. And this information will show you something, possibly even about a Scorpio. Will show you how something isn't over. It'll show you maybe Maybe something is being hidden and things are about to unfold. And even though you can't see it now with the Two of Wands in reverse, just wait for it. So, Cancer, that's all I can give you so far. The future looks confusing. But I hope you make it. I hope everything goes right for you. So, Cancer, that is your reading. I'll see you for your mid-month. Good luck.